Justine. We are near Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is Tuesday. It's the day before Lent starts when you're giving up things. So they call it Fat Tuesday or Mardi Gras. And so here's the thing. We are going to celebrate. You can eat anything you want because Lent, you're giving up stuff. So the celebration is awesome. I'm going to do a couple other recipes. Hold for them. They're going to be awesome. What I have for ingredients: celery, onion, green pepper. That is the Trinity for all things from New Orleans, Louisiana. It's called the Trinity. Then I have garlic, jalapeno. That's the ode to me and my little spicy side. Liquid smoked hickory. They have different flavors now. I want the hickory. Smoked sausage. These are ham hocks. I don't know if a lot of Northerners know what they are, but they are good. You add them to food. You don't really eat them. I mean, some do. I don't. But they give that smoky flavor to your red beans, and it's awesome. I have ham, bacon, that is hickory bacon, thick cut, red beans that I've soaked overnight so it's softer. Then I have chicken stock instead of just water. Here I have thyme, paprika, bay leaf, Cajun seasoning, red pepper. I have just a whole bunch of stuff to go with the garlic. What I'm going to start with is my bacon. I'm going to put that in there and I'm going to fry it. Then what I'll do, once I fry it, I'm going to put it off to the side. And at the end, I have something ooey and gooey and good. Not ooey and gooey, actually. Crisp and salty, and at the end I have something crisp and salty to put up on top of my red beans and rice. Gives me a little bit of a different texture. Gonna add some green onions and serve it up. What more could you ask for? Oh my goodness. Just smelling and thinking of all this food, my mouth is watering. I'm taking my bacon out. And I'm trying so hard not to eat it. I guess you could do the whole thing bacon, right? The whole pound of bacon. There we go. Put it on a piece of paper, let it drain. Now, I'm going to put in my Trinity. I hate leaving anything in the bottom. Just do an onion, celery. I'll put in my jalapeno. I'm going to let those sweat down. Notice I'm not touching the jalapeno because of the juices. Now I'm adding in the garlic so it doesn't burn. Garlic is very sensitive. It doesn't like the heat that much. It's like me. And it will burn, and once it burns, it's not very good. You're just going to have to throw it out, start all over again. Now I'm going to add the ham in. It's just cubed ham. Give it a little color. This is going to be some flavorful red beans and rice. It's not like just, oh, you opened a can of red beans and added a few seasonings. This is going to be very, very, very good. I'm just going to get some color on this ham. You could use olive oil or canola oil to do your vegetables in, your Trinity, but why? When bacon grease is so good. It is so good. Now I'm going to put in my sausage, my smoked sausage, and just do that up. Brown that some. Now I will tend to put 2 rings of smoked sausage in here, but it ends up being a lot. And so if you want a good ratio, 1 ring to the 1 pound of beans, then that's good. Now I'll add in my seasonings. It's cayenne, thyme, paprika, Cajun seasoning. I've salted and peppered some of this. I'm going to cut that in some more. Les bon ton. Woohoo! Smells so good. I'm betting people are going to be eating this like crazy before you go to on Fat Tuesday, before you go into the holiday of Lent. Now, I was raised Baptist. We don't give up any of our food. So sorry. I think it's great, the people that do, but we Baptists, it's our food. We're not giving it up. We'll tithe. We're not giving up our food. Not our pork, not our meat. Now I'm going to put in my smoked pig flavoring, liquid smoke. You don't want to put too much, just about a teaspoon, and that should be good. Now I am going to add in my bay leaves, my beans, and I'm adding in some of the juice because the redness, if you see, they were really dark red, but now they're like a little darker than my flesh. Can't have that for red beans. And I'm going to put in my ham hocks. Get a couple of them. I went to my store and they had 4 per pack, and I'm like, I don't need 4, I only need 2. And they're like, well, we don't sell them any cheaper there, any smaller than that. Now I use chicken stock. And I'm going to fill it up. This will cook down, so you're going to cover it about 1 inch with chicken stock, maybe 1.5 inches. And then if it cooks down too much and it becomes too thick, add more chicken broth. Or if you don't have any more chicken broth, add, you can add water. You've already got your flavorings in there. You've already done it all up. You got the party going on in the hot tub. Let me add some salt. Boop. Let me add some pepper. And another. Boop. Stir it, and guess what? That's it. You set and forget. Yay! What I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring to a boil. You can do this on a slow cooker. You can leave it, put it on slow cook, leave it for 8 hours, and you can do it in the morning, come back at night, you've got yourself some red beans. If you already have some rice, you've got it, you can just put it, leftover rice, you can just put it over that, or you can do the rice in a bag, whatever you want. But your red beans and rice, your red beans of the red beans and rice are already done. So I'm going to put this on stew, and I will keep it here for 2 hours until it gets nice and thick. And it's more of the way it looks versus, hey, it's done. The beans are going to be all mushy. They're going to seem like they're just too mushy, but don't worry about it, because that's what red beans and rice are. A little on the soft side. So now I'll be right back. No, I'll be back in 2 hours. 2 hours-ish. Bye. My beans, for my red beans and rice, are done. And I'm going to now do the rice. I have some bacon grease in here. And I have just washed my rice till it was clear. I'm going to toast it now. I want to get everything, each little grain covered in the fat from the bacon grease. So it's about 3 tablespoons of bacon grease in here. I want all my rice coated, and then I'm just going to brown it a little bit. Notice my snowflake? We're having a snowstorm here in Michigan. I don't know, we have probably 6 to 8 inches already, and we're going to get more. It's going to be all weekend, so hey, what a better thing to cook than food in a snowflake pot. Now I'm just going to add my broth to it. Broth gives it more flavor, and this is some of the broth I've had left over. And if you don't have enough broth left, you can add water to it, which is what I'm going to do. I don't have enough broth. So I'll get more water. Now, my grandmother told me a little trick, not to measure, but how much water you should have. Should be up to that, little past that first digit. And I need more. There. I've tried that liquid, 1 cup to 2 cups, that sort of thing, and it never works as well as the up to there. My finger is clean. My finger is clean, by the way. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and I'm going to cook most of it out of here. And then what you're going to get are little bubbles, or not bubbles, and I'll show you. I'll take a picture. It's going to make little holes in your rice. Then you're going to turn it down to medium, low, and cook it the rest of the way. And then you will have rice. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. Nobody likes boring rice, and if I don't use it for all the red beans, I want my rice to have flavor. We'll be back when the rice is done. No, I'll show you how it's the bubbles. I'll show you how it bubbles when it's ready to cover and steam for 20 minutes. Thanks. See those little holes? That is what you want it to look like. So I'm going to stir it once, cover it, and let it turn it down to medium low, more on the low side, and let it steam for 20 minutes. And I will have rice. Everything is done. Red beans. Very good. Red beans. Let me see. I want this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And my rice. Nice and fluffy. I don't know if you can see that, but it is nice and fluffy. You put a little rice in your bowl. Or a little bit more rice. And then add the beans. Ooh. Put some sausage in. This looks so good. And then you add some fresh green onions and bacon. So you get some crunch in there. Remember I saved that bacon? This is what I saved it for. Ooh, there we go. Now for the bite. I want to get everything. I want to get sausage, I want to get rice, green onions, the perfect bite. The perfect big bite. So give me a second. First of all, I don't know if you can hear that crunch. And oh, it's a little spicy. And the beans are so good. Mark said it's like soup beans. I'm like, it's like soup beans on steroids. It is so good. The beans are nice and tender. They're almost like a meat in itself. And then you add the smoked sausage and the little bite of bacon with the green onion. And it is just a cacophony for your mouth of great flavors. Remember, for this recipe, go to www.justinthekitchen.com for this recipe and many more. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. The little button down on the bottom, make sure you click it, okay? And make your comments. Join my YouTube channel. If you want recipes like this, come and join me. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.